This is Sir Charles Barkley trying to talk about the NBA season. Unfortunately, there's no NBA season right now. Knuckleheads, fools. This is terrible. I don't get to talk about the game that I love. I spend exactly 1 minute a day looking at the NBA season and watch the rest eating my chicken McNuggets and trying to fix my golf swing and trying to... who knows what else I do in that TNT studio. But, oh, I get a $5 box with a cheesy gordita and a warm taco supreme and a nice cold sipping beverage. But back to the NBA. Knuckleheads, they ought to play the game of basketball. I once tried to run for the governor of Arkansas, and then I decided instead to go on the Haney Project. But back to talking about the NBA. I've really got nothing to say about the NBA because there's not going to be no NBA season.
Alright, Charles. Who am I?
You are the egg. Kent Tickhoven.
Well, the Pirates have a game tonight against the Houston Astros. Make sure you're all watching on A to Z Sports.
What?
Second blunder in as many minutes.
No.
Back to Kent Tickhoven on the brain. Okay. So make sure you watch the Pirates tonight on Root Sports and stick around for a Pirates post game because I, along with Paul Alexander, will break down the game and give you highlights, and then there will be the fan favorite Ask Teak section, in which I will take questions from fans from all over, including one from outside of PNC Park.
Wait, I have a question for Teak.
Yes.
Is there any chance that I can get Andrew McCutcheon's autograph?
No. Well, my eggs are ready. I better go hatch them. I think this might be the record of most mentions of eggs on one radio show.
Can we just move on?
Alright, Zach. That was butchered about as badly as possible. Zach, you're Clint Hurdle.
Oh, great. Well, what do you want to know?
Well, what's your approach going into the last month of the season?
Honestly, guys, we're not going all in and winning the big games, and it's time to put up or shut up. I'm going to call up Pedro Alvarez, and I'm going to have him bunt, and bunt some more, and bunt some more, and then after the game, me and the parrot are going to go to Calico Jack and start dancing in my Hawaiian t-shirt. But Xavier Paul's not going to play. We just traded Matt Diaz to the Braves. Hopefully we get a player to be named later so we can get someone else so we can manage to bunt onto the field. But times are tough right now. It's a very, very tough question to ask. But when in doubt, all in, bunt, and dance with the parrot. It worked for Coach.
Alright, Clint, who am I?
Well, you're Paul Maholm. And right now you're injured, and you have a $9.5 million option, which is more than likely, pretty much an almost certain, not going to be retained at this point.
Well, my arm really hurts. And, I know it doesn't look like I'm going to be back with the Pirates next season. So, maybe I will, maybe I won't, but I'll do whatever is best for my career and for my family. And you know, $9.5 million is a lot of money, but I don't want to talk about the money because you know, athletes don't like to talk about the money. And yeah, Paul Maholm for you. I can't do an impression of Paul Maholm. I barely.
Who am I?
Okay, you are Michael Vick after signing a $100 million contract with $40 million guaranteed over 6 years.
Yo, dog, it's been a bomb burner of a summer. I just lost to my boy Peyton Hillis on the Madden cover, and now I just got a 6-year deal for $100 million. Why am I starting to sound like Barkley? But I got the skills. I can run with those footed feet, and I got some footwork, and I can throw some deep balls to Deshaun Jackson. And we got a Brent Selick at the tight end, LaShawn McCoy and Dion Lewis in the backfield. We got a lot of weapons. We just signed Nnamdi Asomugha. I still can't spell his last name, but apples and oranges. He's my teammate. We're going to win the Super Bowl. We got an upgrade, and we're going to see what happens. Know what I mean, dog?
I see what you're talking about. Okay.
Cramping my style.
Okay, MV, who am I?
You're Stan Savran.
What do you want to know about Stan Savran?
Well, you had to interview me about me seeing the guy that got tased. What were you thinking in preparation to try to interview me?
Well, first I was thinking, well, who's this kid? I don't know anything about him, and you know, I don't like to interview kids. I mean, obviously I've been in this business for a very long time, and interviewing kids does not generally go well for me. I've interviewed a couple people, and they always make fun of my bald spot, and Zach, you're just killing me. I can't have this going on right now.
Alright, next.
You know I'm terrible at impressions. This is...
Then why? You're the one that encourages it all the time.
Because it's our
You're like, let's do it!
Let's do it! Yeah, that's my voice. My voice is that high. Alright, let's not fight about this on the air. You are Byron Leftwich after breaking your arm Sunday versus the Falcons, or Saturday versus the Falcons.
My arm hurts. I just lost my other arm in the last preseason year, and now I lose this arm. I'm like Patchy the Pirate. I don't have anything on Leftwich, but I guess instead of doing a terrible impression, I'll say that Byron Leftwich has gotten injured both the last two preseasons. A reason why Ben Roethlisberger is not starting at quarterback on Thursday night which is tomorrow night against the Carolina Panthers. With Leftwich being on board, there's a controversy between whether tomorrow night's game could have been Charlie Batch's last ever in the NFL. But now with Charlie Batch and Dennis Dixon competing for the number 2 and 3 spot, with Batch getting the number 2 spot for tomorrow night, lead spot for tomorrow night's game, it'll be an interesting competition to see.
And that's 2 years in a row now for Batch looking like it might end his career after the preseason, and he's stuck around because of the Leftwich injuries.
Isn't that the truth? Alright. I was gonna say Dickie V, but I changed my mind.
Yeah, that wouldn't work out good.
You're Andrew McCutcheon.
This is according to Zach. I really don't want to be on the show right now.
According to almost any sensible fan.
I just kind of want to go home and count my money and...
He makes league minimum.
Play out the season, and wait to get my big contract, and if the Pirates aren't willing to give it to me, then I'll be playing outfield next to Curtis Granderson with the Yankees in a couple of years. We own his rights for years, Andrew. Well, time is just time, is it not? Time will elapse eventually.
You sound like a specific 7th grade teacher reminiscing about Charlemagne.
Alright then, I'm going to get off of the show, because I'd rather be anywhere else right about now. Zach, one last person for you. This is kind of a surprise, because I don't normally do this. We're up against commercial break, so just give it a second. You are Wiz Khalifa after losing the Tyler, the Creator, for the best new artist at the VMAs a couple nights ago.
This is actually very tough to do because I've got to keep it clean.
You gotta keep it clean, right?
Does this mean I have to rap?
Go ahead. Let's hear it. Let's hear it. This is a radio station.
I don't even know what I'm supposed to ad-lib here, so I don't even know where I'm going to go with this, but I'll just say, y'all, man, I rolled up, I got the black and yellow, I got no sleep, live it up like it's the weekend, and the DJ played that right song, and I'm not going to say the next part because it's not appropriate, but who was Tyler, the Creator? Dog. It was either me or Big Sean. It was one of our awards to win. But, hey, I got all kinds of songs, and I got my young apprentice, Mac Miller, coming out with Frick Park Market pretty soon, so life is good. I'm living the good life. I'm touring in other countries, touring around the world. living life, seeing big things, all because I rapped about a yellow car with the false front that I was rapping about my city and my hood. With that, we're up against a commercial break. You're listening to A to Z Sports, and that was the absolute worst segment in our history, and this may be the last time we ever do this ever again. We're going to do the news after this commercial break, and then we'll come back and wrap up the show. This is 670 AM WPPJ.